Episode 3.
Oi.
Let's go.
We made
Oi.
it. Welcome back. No one thought we'd make it this far. All the doubters came at us, but here we are back. We proved that we can commit to doing something for at least 3 weeks. I don't even think it's been 3 weeks yet, but here we are. We're trying. All right.
Good old chip on our shoulders.
We got a couple things to go over. This was originally going to be an Antman overview, going over our thoughts for the movie. Me and Ben saw the movie.
Yeah, like we were
Javi did not. So now it's
not.
time for my favorite segment. We're going to shame Javi real quick.
Oh, gosh.
So Ben, do it with me. Shame.
I'm
And
sorry.
then we'll try next week have his thoughts on it. But we did want to talk about it, Ben and I. I'll let you take it off, Ben. We won't go into spoilers. This is spoiler free. We actually really won't even talk much about it. We'll just give you our initial thoughts and just kind of our review out of 10. So Ben, I'll let you start off.
You know, I see it on TikTok. Everybody still hates this movie for some reason. I think it's a strong 7.
Yeah. I
You
think
know,
that
a firm 7.
I have no issue with that. I think that's a good selection. Honestly, I thought about it hard, and I think I'm also at a 7 out of 10. So I think that's a good place to leave it at. I don't want to spoil it for Javi again, so I think we'll leave it at that mark though. But yeah, I think 7 out of 10 is fine. I think it got a lot of unwarranted hate, but
The only spoiler is Kangas did not happen.
Kangas did not happen.
So, the whole Ant-Man shrinks and goes through Kangs. You know,
Exactly.
just to
Yeah.
beat him that way, like they were supposed to do with Thanos, but they changed their mind. So that's the only spoiler. Don't expect Kangas. Didn't happen.
It's not happening. All right.
That seems about right, though. That seems about right from all the TikToks I've seen and people giving their thoughts. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's not really good. It's not great. It's okay." You know, everyone's like,
I think the same
Kang
thing.
was cool, but the Ant-Man part was, at least that's what I've gotten from all the stuff I've seen.
I agree. So I think it's a good way to go.
I saw one TikTok, and it was all 4 people, and they all said, shitter, 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 I fell asleep. And I was like, wow, that is way too harsh.
That is harsh. That's very harsh.
I think it's just because everybody saw it.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, nothing makes me feel good anymore.
I think you're always gonna have people like that for sure.
I think the expectations might not do it justice with Kang being in it, and some people have said, "Oh my gosh, this is an Avengers level movie."
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
It's an Ant-Man movie.
Exactly.
It's an Ant-Man movie. You need to go in understanding that.
Just
and
because
then
it had
it's
Kang,
also
people
setting up Kang for the future. You know,
and I think it did a great job at that. Well, I won't say anything. I think it did a great job.
So.
Shout out Jonathan
Majors. And now it's time for my next favorite part because I don't know if I can hear Ben's mic. Ben, can you hear yourself in your mic?
I can hear you.
Can you hear? Is your mic on?
Oh yeah, I hear you guys. From
Oh man, I love it. Well,
oh,
this is interesting.
I think.
I think we're just gonna keep going with it. I mean, we should.
We got on that sound.
We should. I mean, I think it's fine. You know, I think. All right, Javi, if you're ready with me now, it's time to shame Ben. So on 3, Javi, 1, 2, 3. Shame. All right.
I thought my production manager had everything turned on. My apologies.
Oh, it's always blaming the producer, man. Always blaming the producer.
I was set up for failure.
Okay, so now, next topic. Couple things we want to go over. Kind of some cleanup from last episode. I don't know if cleanup is the right word, but just like a recap. We went over, talked about a movie that Javi had recommended, Bernie.
Come on.
We all saw it. Ben and I were the ones that hadn't seen it. Went back to watch it. I actually really like the movie. If you haven't seen Birdie before, I did not know what to expect at all. So I was happy I went in like that because I thought it was really, really cool. I love the story it told. I love how it was filmed, almost like a documentary. What's crazy about it, and I was talking to Javi about this, but one of the things in this movie, if you notice all the townspeople that he talks to and all that, they actually had a casting call in East Texas for people for this movie. So if it feels like it's really authentic, it's because all of those people that are in those little interview shots are from that area. That's why it feels so real. And it was just perfect. The only way to do it, I mean, you know, you would have sworn, and Javi made a good point to this, you would have sworn that it was people, or, you know, that they were actually people from that event, you know? So it's just so cool. So I really liked it. What did you think?
I really did enjoy it. Are we going to do a spoiler talk here? I mean, the movie's like 10 years old. So.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen it at this point, you're probably not going to. So
spoiled it for myself.
You can do a quick 30-second spoiler.
Man.
On accident.
Why?
Because...
Did you look it up?
Well, because it said Carthage. And so when they said the town was Carthage, I was like, oh shoot, is this movie Carthage, Missouri?
Carthage, Missouri.
And so I type in Bernie, Carthage, Mo, and then it's like, man kills his companion in Carthage, Texas. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh shoot, he's gonna murder this woman.
Ben forgets that, you know, it's not like you can trademark a city name and no other place can have that name.
And then of course 3 minutes later it says Carthage, Texas.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang it.
Oh, I love that. That's good.
But I really enjoyed it. I actually took a bunch of notes because I wanted to remember everything.
Yeah. Just to take it all in. Yeah.
Give me some Ben notes.
Yeah, real quick.
Well, I really loved how they established Bernie. You know, they really built him immediately with
great character.
Yes.
Perfect man this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Built that character so well.
Yeah. Yes.
I also loved the scene where the teenagers died in the car crash and death was just
that was good. Just so cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's carrying the kid away. He's carrying the kid away on the stretcher. And the kid starts laughing. He's like, "Don't laugh." Oh, don't laugh. Poor boy. In
it's just the way he talked. Don't laugh. And I can't. I'm not even gonna try and do the accent, but it's just so good. Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. That was a good recommendation by Javi. So we'll see. I don't think that you guys still need to watch Sing Street next.
I have not.
No, so I tried.
What do you mean you tried?
I tried. It wasn't on Netflix, not on Hulu.
Oh, you know what? That's true.
It's so hard to watch.
I have it on Blu-ray. I'm an old man. I collect my Blu-rays. And I forgot to even think that if it was even streamable, so I apologize. Well, we'll figure it out later on.
Yeah.
But
I would love to be such a good person that I can just get away with murder. I mean, the town was like, no, I don't care if he did it. You better not put me on that jury.
It's crazy how quickly they're like, you can't convince me. He didn't do it.
He didn't. He wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't hurt a fly.
He loved that community so much.
Yeah.
He kisses me on the cheek every Sunday after service.
Yeah. That abstains him from everything.
You know.
Can we talk about Jack Black's voice of an angel? He's such a good singer.
That was the most different role I've seen him do. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Four songs that he just sings by himself in that movie.
Dude, I'm always up for more Jack Black singing. That guy's got such a great voice.
I love him singing some choir songs, some gospel
Yeah.
songs. I couldn't get enough of that. But what would you guys rate it? 1 out of 10. And let me give my prediction. I think Robert is going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I think Ben is going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. So it's funny. I haven't thought about it because, on Letterboxd, everything is out of 5. So I'm trying to think of how it would translate.
Just double it. Whatever you had.
Duh, yeah. 5 to 10 is double. Yeah.
Shame, Robert, for not understanding simple arithmetic.
Our producer, Sarah, my wife, is shaming me as we speak. So we've all three of us we hit the trifecta. All three of us have been officially shamed this episode.
I have words associated with each number. Like 10 is a perfect movie.
Sure.
9 is amazing. Yeah. Okay. 8 is great.
Yeah.
Okay. 7 is good. Like 6 is all right. And 5 is okay, So if you think of that movie, which one of those words comes to mind?
I think if we're doing it that way, it's definitely better than Ant-Man. So I think I would go to an 8. I think it was really that good. I love the story. I was super engaged, just how it was filmed again, just super unique. So I give it an 8. Benjamin?
I think for a comedy, it was a great movie.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, whenever we talk about comedies and how they don't really fit the standards of movies, you put Talladega Nights, hilarious movie, next to Forrest Gump, you're like, no, not
okay.
Even,
so where's it?
It was like a comedy / drama.
It was a dramedy. Yeah, it was a very well-made movie.
Where are you going with this?
I think I'd rather watch Ant-Man over it, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Lord.
Interesting.
So
That's interesting.
I was leaning 6.5. If that's
Wow. Son of a gun.
Well, because it was a good movie.
Yeah.
But as a comedy, though, really, I didn't think it was that funny.
Really?
Okay,
I don't. The only funny parts are the interviews, of course. Like the Office style. It was good. I'd say good, not great. So that's why I said it's like a 6.5. It's between
that's
great, good.
Okay.
That's a great thing about movies. You can all have different opinions. So I can't argue with it. I mean, no, I totally understand. Well, what is it? Did you say what your review for it is, Javi?
Oh, I'd give it definitely at least an 8. I mean, I wouldn't even think of it like the first word when I think of it. I don't think of a comedy. I think more of a drama.
I think of more drama.
This mockumentary.
Exactly.
It's more of an adaptation. It's not it's not mainly a comedy. For sure. There's definitely funny parts, but I think
I can see that.
It's
I
a
loved all the
drama and a
interviews.
good story.
No, I can see that. No, I think that's good. There were a couple news pieces that came out of some new things being developed. So the first one I want to touch on was, like every other thing they're doing, they're rebooting it, and they have a new live action for Lilo and Stitch of all movies, and Zach Galifianakis is going to be playing Pleakley, which I don't really have good feelings about this.
Really?
I have not liked most of, if not, well, I wouldn't say all, but most of the reboots they've done in live action. I just think it's just tough. You know, it's like it's never as good as the original, and if you want to watch the better version, just watch the original they had. You know, the animated one they made. So, not too many good feelings on that. We'll see where it goes.
What was your favorite reboot thus far? If there's
no! Oh my gosh! I can't even think of one that was like that sticks out that I would like. See, this is like I need to be better prepared. This is the kind of stuff I need to write down and see what's my favorite one. I have to go down the list and see.
Yeah,
I can't even think of one.
A lot of reboots seem just kind of unnecessary to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, that's always been the
yeah.
issue. Yeah. It's
sure.
just they got to reboot everything.
I think the problem with all these reboots is I think they do a great job casting.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're not working like they're supposed to.
I think it's just they're soulless. Like because they're going almost word for word off of the source material.
They're not original.
They're not original. So how much can like passion and emotion can really be conveyed when you're just kind of, I don't want to say copying a script, but you're copying a story to an extent. So it's like
we've seen it already.
That doesn't really breed, like inspired viewpoints and a fresh take. So, but again, that's just my opinion that no one asked for, so I could be completely wrong.
I asked you a question that I didn't even know my answer to, so.
So you set me up like that?
I know this. I think my favorite scene in any of the reboots has been Christopher Walken as the King Orangutan in Jungle Book.
Oh, that was great.
He was.
I think that was a great casting. Yes, great casting. Actually, no, the Jungle Book was really good. I might go with that one as my favorite one because I was
leaning that way too.
I did like that reboot with the live action. I thought that was good. Okay, so a couple other things I'll hit on quickly. I Am Legend 2. Yes, the movie with Will Smith back in, gosh, I can't remember what year that came out, but I Am Legend, the sequel is coming out with Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith. The big thing here, the alternate ending is now canon, and if you haven't seen that, you can YouTube it.
Yeah.
Will Smith survives instead of, I hate spoiling movies for movies 10 plus old, but in the original movie he dies.
Iron Man dies, everybody.
Yeah, just rip that Band-Aid off. So so now he's alive, like he was an alternate ending, and Michael B. Jordan's coming out. I guess they're gonna progress. It's funny. It's like because of how popular The Last of Us was, and of course The Walking Dead. They're like, man, what other like post-apocalyptic zombie movies can we bring back? Bring
Will Smith back. We need him.
So yeah, just bring him back. Yeah, bring him back.
I hope one of the zombies looks like Chris Rock.
Oh my gosh.
And what happens after that?
He's gonna punch the shit.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, please. There you go.
So
Note to Hollywood: make sure you cast a zombie that looks like Chris Rock. Okay, and then the other two things, real quick, or this is really all just one thing. So Marvel. You've probably seen this. This has been one of the bigger things being released. They're pushing back a lot of projects just to spread out the release dates. Thank God, because everything has been too close. It's been again.
Wait, you don't love getting 10 shows at once instead of average?
Not when they're so mid to low tier. I don't. So I'm so happy that they're going for quality over quantity because that's been a big issue. Phase 4 has probably been one of the lower phases, if not the lowest one. My producer is shaking her head in agreement. So I'm very happy.
Peak, it's hard to keep that.
Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, they're just trying to overproduce and put too much out there. So I'm glad they're taking a step back, and just again, quality over quantity. So
I think I need to stop hating on Marvel. I think we should stop hating on Marvel because all they're doing is shooting their shot.
They are.
You can't. As many shots as possible. They're not hitting, but
you can't deny it. You can't deny it. They are always trying.
Like if we make 30 characters, at least 6 of them are going to be well lit.
They are always trying. Okay, so
this is gonna be good.
Now the meat of the project. What am I saying? What am I trying to say? The meat and potatoes. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
The main course.
The main course. That was when you don't script it. Yeah, the main course. Yeah, that was the appetizer. This is the main course.
The clickbait.
I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so my producer, the lovely Sarah Marrero, my wife, has her MCU ranking. No, I'm sorry, not hers. She went on and found, is it Men's Health? Men's Health had an MCU ranking.
Gotta be good.
We're about to find out. We're gonna see how this is. So they ranked their.
Health.
I think this does this have Antman?
Yes.
So it's 31. All 31 movies are ranked here. So we're gonna go ahead and go back and forth. She's gonna list it from worst to best. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna pass the mic over to her for the 31st ranked MCU movie. Here, take it away, Sarah.
Hello.
Howdy.
So, 31 is Thor: The Dark World.
All right. Okay.
Pretty
fair.
good place to start. I can't. I mean, it really is that bad. I don't have any. What?
What if we share a mic and just give her that one?
Can we? I don't know if I want to be that close to you.
It's just gonna keep bumping either way.
By the way, boys, if I'm talking, make sure you at least like try and look in the direction of like where I'd be, because most of the time it's like you guys have just been looking at each other. Because there's no screen.
You know, it's funny. When we're recording, we got Google Meet going on, and Javi's video isn't working, so we just hear. Oh, that's a very good point.
See this beautiful
That's
face?
a very good point. Yeah, how can I not stare? How can we not stare at each other? Okay, so Sarah, what's number 30?
30 is The Eternals.
The Eternals.
Yay!
Wow.
Haters.
I don't know if I can go that low with that.
That's wild.
Sarah dropped the mic.
Whoa.
I don't know if I can go that low with it. Just hold it. Oh. So
See, I liked Eternals. I'm not going to talk.
That's her one thing.
Go in, Sarah.
This is the boy voice.
Yeah. I don't know if I can go that low with it. I liked Eternals more than I think a lot of other ones.
I think that's 5 movies too low.
Wow, that's
interesting.
Did
you guys like it more than Captain Marvel?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
I did.
Me
yeah.
too.
So that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
Men's Health.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever.
See, this is the kind of thing. I know they do these just to get
Idiots.
clicks. You know, they want to be controversial just to get people's attention. But all right, Sarah, hit us with 29.
Okay, 29, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
That's
Whoa!
so
Wow.
No, that's terrible.
Man, I feel like the popular thing is to hate it because is it like the worst Avengers movie?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, I was gonna say, wait. Yeah.
No,
So
it
I
is,
mean,
but-
here, get a little closer to the mic.
They're just hating on Hawkeye.
Yeah, I guess.
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
I can think of so many. I don't want to say just because we'll see when it comes up, but I can think of plenty that are better than Age of Ultron. That's crazy. Yeah, at least that.
For sure.
All right, hit us. So what's next? 28.
Okay,
That's
28,
ridiculous.
Thor:
28.
Love and Thunder.
That's still too low.
Yeah. Well, see,
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm trying
I
again.
didn't like Love and Thunder very much, but
I did not like Thor and Love or Thunder is exactly what's like that's like the worst part of what's going on with the MCU right now. It's like a parody of the MCU at this point. It's like we're so proud of all our humor and how funny we are. We're gonna shove it down your throat. So I can understand that, but again, I'm trying to think, man. Surely there's got to be worse ones.
there are.
Gosh.
No,
I
there are
hate-
worse ones.
Bro.
Men's
I
health
hate-
is going to cause me to have a heart attack. How healthy are men now?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not about all this Age of Ultron slander. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and plenty of people on TikTok and YouTube, you know, they say negative things about it, but
They do.
man,
They love to.
it's still. I think it's a great. Ultron's great.
James
I think
Spader
it's got
did
some
so
great
good.
scenes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
bro.
alone, he was
He-
so good.
He's definitely bare minimum top 15 villain at the lowest in the MCU.
At least, yeah.
Come on, that's wild. But
Okay, Sarah, I think
Maybe
20.
top
I
10.
think 27 is next.
27, Black Widow.
That's accurate. I had it a
Okay.
little lower personally.
yeah, bottom 5, I think.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess I feel like I might be actually out of the 3. It sounds like I might be the highest one on that, but it's hard to argue. I think yeah, I'm fine with
maybe
that.
if it came when she was still alive, it probably
See,
would've
they just
been
it
better
came
for the
out. It's
flow.
so stupid the way they released it. You know, they released
Yeah.
it so many years later, but it's a prequel, which they could have just done it years ago. But of course, you know, it was such a big issue for her to get her own movie. They could have just give it to her. But
Florence Pugh and David
Oh.
Harbour. Great. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
we love her. Okay, 20. I think 26 or 26, Sarah.
26 is Iron Man 3.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Have they said Iron Man 2 yet?
Oh,
No,
wait a
they
minute.
haven't
Not
said
yet.
Iron Man
I was
2.
almost in agreement, but I forgot Iron Man 2's not
How about
there.
I go ahead and say 25 is Iron Man 2?
Yeah, flip
Wow.
them at least. Bare minimum, flip
That,
those two.
see, I'm getting mad.
Also, the Hulk
That
has not
makes
been
me
said
mad.
yet.
Yeah, the Hulk
The
has
whole-
not been
that's-
said yet.
Iron Man 3, that Iron Man 3 is underrated. I think it's better, definitely better than the second. The second one's awful. I don't like the second one. Iron Man 3. Wow. Okay. So see, I don't know where this is going. All right. So that was 26, 25?
24. The Incredible Hulk.
Okay. I was waiting for that one. It had to come eventually.
Yeah.
It had to come eventually.
That was my 31.
Really?
Oh my
I feel like I
gosh,
have
come
it.
on.
Like that Javier did that for you.
That is not a bottom. That is not a bottom 5 Marvel.
It's actually the bottom one.
I feel
is
like
not
I
at
honestly
all.
feel like I had that one pretty low too, so I can understand that.
I think
bro,
people
the
just
MCU,
hate on it.
The MCU is one of
Just-
the
just
most
to hate on it.
consistent things in the world. There's three inconsistencies
Yeah.
now with Cassie.
Okay, is that your
Terrence
only reason
Howard.
for hating on it?
Edward Norton.
That's everyone's. That
First
is
of all,
everyone's.
he's not
that's
even the
everyone's
same
biggest
Hulk.
reason.
I don't even mean the actor. Like literally
Okay,
the Hulk, the way
who
the behavior
cares?
is, the way that Edward Banner is. None of it relayed with the rest of the movies. It was just ridiculous. It was its own thing.
It's just,
and they went too much into the I can't get my heart rate up. You know, like it was like, oh yeah, this is nice. I gotta stop.
my
too
problem. My
much.
problem with everyone's hate is that it's a different actor, so I hate it. That's literally
Yeah,
everyone's
good point.
first.
It's a good point.
That's everyone's first reaction and first
because of that,
take
yeah.
on it, and that was your first take on it, Ben. Different actor.
It is.
It's a good
It's
point.
not
Because
consistent,
when
and that
Marvel has
doesn't
been
matter.
the king
It's
of
still
consistency.
a good movie. Just because it's a different actor doesn't take away from the movie it is. It's
When
not
Marvel has
freaking
been
worse than
consistent
Eternals.
Since 2008, and there is
Who
one
cares?
inconsistency.
Take that away. Take that away, and what are you gonna say about it?
Lois just thought it was an average Hulk movie. I mean, yeah, he smashed a few buildings, and then he disappeared. Never came
Look
back.
me in the eye. Look me in the eye.
Look,
You
say-
can't
say
see
to
me.
my face. All right, Sarah. What is I think 23?
23 is Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one too.
All right.
I really have nothing to say about that one. I mean, that's
Incredible Hulk's better.
I like Iron Man 3 more than Captain Marvel.
The Hulk is
Ooh,
better
yeah,
than Captain Marvel.
I could agree with that.
The
All right,
Hulk
what's,
is better.
what's 22?
22 is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I had that at 23. It was real close.
See, I
Okay.
feel like there's ones that I like less that are still haven't been said. I like Ant-Man.
That's
I
a
think
fun
it's
little
underrated.
movie.
I think it is. Yeah, it's especially when it came out. I think it came out right after Infinity War. It was a good little palate cleanser. Being where as heavy as Infinity War was, seeing
It's
that
a
come
fun
out
little
next,
movie.
I thought it did its job well.
I don't really
but-
have any problems with
Yeah.
that. And that's the thing with MCU movies. I think most, or if not all of these
Yes.
movies, are decent,
Yeah,
are okay.
I agree.
Even the bottom 3
Yeah.
are like decent, okay movies,
Now, did
So-
you like Ant-Man more than Ant-Man and the Wasp?
like the first one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
personally.
did like the
I
first one.
think
better than the second
I
one.
like the first one
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
All right, Sarah. What's 20?
21.
21.
Thor.
21.
Thor.
I had it at 22.
Yeah. I
Alright.
think that's good. What's 19 or 20?
20.
What's
Come on,
20?
bro.
What's 20?
20 is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
I had that at 20 as well.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm trying to think here.
All right, Ben.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Yeah, I actually
He's
did
so
an
proud.
entire list.
He's so
I
proud.
told
every
my,
movie, you're like, yeah, I had this here, I had it there, I had it
Real
there.
coincidence.
Shane.
No,
we all said to
no.
make the whole list because we were going to go through
No,
this.
we did
Top
not. We
10.
did not all do
Top
that.
10.
We did not all do
Remember,
that.
I
That's what I
said
have.
I said everybody
That's what
make
I
a
have.
list.
Okay.
We're focusing on that
next one,
list,
Sarah?
not-
19 Doctor Strange.
19 Doctor Strange.
It's
See,
a little low.
so they
The
have
first one.
I feel like
Maybe a little low.
I feel like I honestly like the first one better than the second one.
I agree.
Oh, for sure,
So
for sure.
That's
So
interesting.
the
okay.
second one hasn't been said yet.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Multiverse of Madness have not been said. Wow. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay. What is the next one? Sarah?
18 Ant-Man.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
All
that's
right.
fair. What is
Okay.
17, Sarah?
17 is the first Avengers.
Wow. Wait.
17.
Wow.
Wait. The first Avenger or the Avengers 2012?
The Avengers 2012.
Oh, this is.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I have that in my top 10.
That
Burn
yeah.
it down.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I mean, you would think most people have in their top 10.
Yeah, it was.
I
What?
have
so,
that in my top
so they
10.
listed. Wait, did we say Thor: Love and Thunder already?
Yes.
So okay, so they listed Quantumania better than the first Avengers. Are you kidding me?
Bro.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
got
my
to hear that.
gosh.
So what's 16?
Okay, 16 is Spider-Man:
Far From Home.
No Way Home.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I just wanted to see Ben's
don't
reaction.
do that.
No, Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Spider-Man:
face.
Far
Okay.
From Home.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
out
that's
of the
pretty
three
trash.
my least favorite one. So
Haters.
crazy to think that they have that better than the Avengers.
Far From Home probably bottom 3 movie.
Wow. Yeah.
That's just to spite me, and you know it.
All right, Sarah. What's the next one?
15, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Too low.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, I almost have that in my top 10, man. I think I have it like at
It's-
11
yeah,
or 12.
Yeah, I have
Actually
it
made
11
my
or
top
12.
10.
But that's
Good for
close.
God.
I think
Good for you,
that's
buddy.
close to where we put it. I think.
Okay, what's 14?
14, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, see, I honestly, I would have had that one. I would have had that one a little lower. To me, the
second one.
That's almost like the start of when they started doing the too much comedy, in hurting like the story and like they just to offset. Like, oh, we can't let it get too serious. We gotta crack a joke in here, Drax. Go make a funny real quick. So I think yeah.
Oh man.
If I stand so
Listen, I will never forget all his nipple jokes that he kept telling every time. That right there, and I honestly I feel like they dumbed his character down, and I feel like they kind of not ruined, but they definitely hurt his character, making him kind of the butt of every joke, and almost made him kind of stupid.
They made him stupid.
That was the Thor: Love and Thunder effect. The way they made Thor stupid or more stupid, they made Drax more stupid. I didn't like that at all. But okay. Hit it, Sarah.
13, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
I have Volume 2 definitely better than that for sure.
Yeah.
I had Volume 2 better than Black
I'm not mad at that.
2, but it was close.
Okay.
What's 12, Sarah?
12 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh my gosh. No.
I don't like that. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna call it. Number 1 is gonna be Captain America: The First
Wakanda Forever.
That one has
better.
to be. Oh wow, I forgot about that. Which I like that one, but yeah.
That's gonna be number 1.
I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Multiverse of Madness is not good, man.
All right, Sarah. What's 11?
11 is Iron Man.
I had that one in my top 10.
Man,
I think I have that at 11.
Just out of respect.
Oh, it really? Okay. Yeah, see, that's
I had
almost
it
like a
at
universal
11.
top 10. Yeah, but I think it's right there because The Godfather, what started it all.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
All right, so we're 10.
Top 10.
Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh man.
Wow. Flip those. I could flip those.
Yeah, I agree. I'd be fine with both of those if they just flipped. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sarah. What's 9?
9 is Black Panther.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have it at 9. What do you have it at, Ben?
I have it at 6.
Wow.
I have it at 13.
Wow. Really? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sarah.
All right, this may be
What number is this?
number 8. This
Number
may be
8,
an
okay.
issue.
Oh God.
Oh,
okay.
no.
For Ben.
Oh.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Number 8. Wow.
Too low.
It's in my top 8.
That might be my top 5.
That
yeah.
is in my top
I think I have it
Hey.
6 or 7.
It's my top 2.
Oh
Is it
wow!
really?
No,
Wow.
Ben.
Well, I'll go ahead and say 7 is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That's too high.
They have
That's
that
way
higher
too
than-
high.
They had that higher.
That's crazy.
I have
man.
No Way
That's
Home
too
at
high.
7.
I'm just trying to think of what they could have seen. Being those movies are so similar, but won't being that they're Spider-Man movies. What could they have seen in Homecoming that they like better than No Way
Homecoming
Home?
at 7?
Michael Keaton. But then you have William Dafoe.
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe
Come
did
on,
so
William
good.
Dafoe is the GOAT.
That's ridiculous.
All right, Sarah. What's 6?
6 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean I think I have that one at 6 or 5.
I had it at 7.
Dang, I have it
Yeah,
at.
where you at, Javi?
I have it at number.
This is number 1. Best movie ever made.
I have it at number 3.
Number 3. Oh wow. Okay, I think that's good though.
Too high.
Nah.
All right, Sarah. Are we the top 5 now?
We're in top 5.
Top 5. Okay.
Okay, this one, 5 is Avengers: Infinity War.
Whoa.
Wow.
No,
Too low.
that's top 3.
That's too
That's
low.
top 3.
That's number 1.
That's too low. Wow.
That's top 2 and it ain't 2.
Don't give away the number 1.
Wow.
Wow, that's
You
crazy.
got to when they put it number
Javi,
5.
you have that top 5, right?
I
Javi?
have Infinity War at number 2.
Wow. Okay. All
All
right,
right,
Sarah.
4 is Captain America: Civil War.
That's where I have it.
See, I feel that's a little high for me.
Yeah, I also
you
agree.
you said you had that.
I have
had
I
that
have
there,
Winter
Javi?
Soldier at 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
think
think.
it's a top
No.
five.
Civil War.
Oh, Civil War? Oh, I have that.
Yeah,
I
Civil
have that
War.
at 6.
Yeah, I think I have that like in the 6
I had
or
that
7
one right
or something
outside
like
the
that.
top 10.
Actually, I forgot how to list.
Wait,
I
have they
that.
said Winter Soldier?
No, they
No.
haven't.
Oh,
no.
wow,
Yeah,
okay.
I have Civil War 9.
4,
All right,
6.
Sarah. What are we at? All right, 3.
3.
Oh, I'm getting nervous.
I think this is a major L.
Okay.
Major.
Avengers: Endgame.
They have that at 3.
It's, I mean,
I had it at
it's
5.
definitely in top 3. Let's just say that.
I think I have. That
I
at
have
2
that at
for
number
Endgame.
1.
And wait, you have Endgame at 1.
Endgame number 1. I think a lot of people have Infinity War over it, but I think Endgame being the perfect finale of over 20 years, okay? It's the perfect finale. It has the most emotional, beautiful death of Iron Man. And it's just the culmination of everything that's been made. I think it's just such a great story. I think they do so many good callbacks. I think it's just a perfect finale. That's why it's my number 1.
How crushed were you when he died?
I definitely shed tears.
Every
time I watch it.
This was before the era where I cried.
Iron Man's.
Oh, really?
I walked out, and I'm kind of ashamed. I wish I had emotions in 2018 when this movie came out, or 19. But I was emotionless, and I walked out tear-free. But
wow,
man, wow.
I'm a new person.
Iron Man's not even one of my favorite heroes, but I still shed tears.
Yeah. See, that's the effect he had.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah.
So do you guys know what's left?
Ragnarok, Winter Soldier.
Stop.
She asked.
You're
Spoiler.
It. Okay.
I mean,
go.
guys.
Go. I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry,
go.
All right, 2 is
Top 2.
Thor Ragnarok.
Wow. Number 2. That's high.
So 1 is Winter Soldier.
I had it number 4. I had it over Endgame.
Let me just say, I will say, Men's Health. Thank you for the respect that you put on Winter Soldier's
I like that.
name,
I like that.
Winter Soldier is really, really that movie.
Yes, it is.
So I'm very happy to see them give it that kind of respect.
That's a top 5 Marvel movie.
Thank you to our producer Sarah again. You can see her leaving in the corner there.
Sarah.
There she is.
There she goes.
There she. Shout out to Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for your help. Wow. Okay. So Winter Soldier was on. What was 2? 2 was Ragnarok. I think I had.
Wow. I have that at 5.
I think I had. Yeah. I think I had Ragnarok at 5 too. Yeah. Where was Ragnarok for you?
I had Ragnarok at 4, 1 above Endgame.
You know, and that right there just hurts me so much to see where Ragnarok or where Thor went, being
top of the
just
world.
peak
So
MCU,
sad.
and to the bottom of it just crushes me.
I mean, let's be real though. I mean, 3 of his 4 movies are probably bottom 7.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
And it makes me sad because I like the first Thor.
And that makes it even more sad because it shows that it's possible
Yeah.
to make a really, really good Thor movie, you know. But of course, they
had
made
everything
those mistakes.
they needed.
Stop teasing me.
They have everything they needed. They had Taika
do.
Waititi, the same director. They had Christian Bale as the villain. Are you kidding me? Like they had everything they needed,
that's
but
where
then
we're wrong.
they tripled down on all the jokes and they made Thor they
100%.
made Thor even dumber than Drax. It was like,
Dude,
They could have made it a little darker and just like reduced maybe a quarter of the jokes,
man.
and it would have been a great movie.
oh my
I could not believe that they told that stupid hammer joke 3 times.
Oh my god.
my
The
hammer!
first time I was, like the first time, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. The hammer's jealous, you know. That's kind of funny. But dude, it's like Taika Waititi saw that. Oh, they're gonna think that's funny. We need to do it more. More is better. Let's do it 2 more times. And it's like I could not believe they kept hitting us with that. That killed me when they kept doing that.
And one of the worst parts for me was when Valkyrie is she goes to the bathroom where Natalie Portman's at, and she's like, oh, check this out. And Natalie Portman's like, oh, what's that? Is that a grenade? No, it's a Bluetooth speaker. And then they just start playing music. It's so stupid. I'm like,
Dude,
oh god.
I will say, and I'm probably in the minority here, but I loved the screaming goats.
That was kind of funny. Kind of.
See, the Scream Boats, I like that a lot better, but again, they did the same
overuse
thing.
it. They overused
where
it.
they're like, you know, I know there's like a rule in comedy, you know, it's like a rule of 3, like 3 things. Oh, there's Archer making a cameo there. You know, you got the rule of 3 for jokes, like you tell.
The third joke doesn't hit.
I'm trying to know. Well, actually, I'm trying to butcher, but it's basically you list, like, if you're telling a joke, you list 3 things as like the punchline. You know, and that's like the rule of it. They took that a little too literal and said, "Hey, let's just do the same joke 3 times. It's gonna work. They're gonna love it." But it's almost like they love their writing so much. It's like so self-indulgent. They're like, "Let's keep doing this." They love the humor. We got to keep going heavy with the humor. And you know that they took out Gore's whole like God massacre. They actually took that out of the movie.
If you add that, reduce a little bit of the
saved
comedy,
it.
it would have been a great movie. It was one of the shortest Marvel
It
movies.
was unnecessarily short. I don't know what are they trying to save us time? Are they trying to get us home early? Are they're worried now?
Endgame.
Yeah, they're worried now. Oh, listen, we don't want to make more movies too long
We'll
now.
sit there for 3 hours happily.
they could have left that scene in there, and that would have been so good to actually establish him and build some more character and build him as a threat. We're just supposed to take it for at word.
You know what's sad? I bet if they kept that scene in, there would have been some stupid joke in the middle of him killing all those gods, just to ruin it. Like,
ha! You like dying?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my!
You killed my daughter.
just. They're gonna hit you. I always see the meme. They're gonna hit you with that MCU type humor. He's like, he's behind me.
Yeah.
just something so corny like that. It's just, oh man, I wish I could think some more of those.
Yeah.
You know,
it's what he killed. 2 gods?
Yeah,
the big white
and
one,
they weren't even like,
yeah,
they weren't even like scary gods either.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I didn't think of those guys as any kind of threat. You know, so it just
or like the MCU humor. Another one would be like, you in what army? Oh, that one.
Oh, you mean this one? And then a bunch of nightmare things just pop up.
Dude, yes, I love those memes so much, man. Just talking about just how cringy the comedy can be. I wish I can remember more of them because there's so many good ones I've seen.
There's a lot of those. The only thing I liked about that movie is that Thor obviously lost one love, but he gained another. Now he has a little daughter to take care of, basically.
Yeah, I like that
He's kind of like a stepdad because he lost Jane Foster,
Mm-hmm.
So now he gets love, which was kind of cool, but that was the only part I really liked. All the part at the end where he gave all those kids, like, his power. What was that? Why hasn't he ever done that before? He empowered like 40 kids with the god.
That was pretty cool, actually. I liked that.
But oh my gosh,
yeah, why has he never done that before?
What is that?
Like, give Hawkeye some love, bro. Imagine Hawkeye pulls an arrow, next thing you know it's supercharged, bro.
Hawkeye walks up to Thor. Can a brother get some powers here?
Help me out, man.
Can you spare some magic, please?
You could have done that the whole time. That reminds me of the Star Wars scene, Ben, where she goes into hyperspace and she destroys like 10 ships and she sacrifices himself, and everyone was like, wait, why haven't we done this before if we can destroy a whole fleet by doing that?
Hey, and get this one even better, she didn't even have to die, bro. You really tell me a protocol droid couldn't pull that switch? Like, really? There's not a single droid that can pilot the ship. You can save yourself and just droid.
Let's get real technical here. That's right. Yeah.
Do better.
Love it.
Oh, it's so good. Of course, we can go on about this stuff for forever. It's just so good. Go ahead. What were you thinking?
I think we should all give maybe our top 5, if not the whole top 10, just to see where we all stand and how far apart we are from each other.
That.
Here, go ahead, Javi. Hit us with your top 5.
I'll go ahead. Number 10 is going to be a surprise. I think it's underrated. I talked about it a little bit. And on that men's health list, it was pretty crazy how low they had it, but. It's number 10 is Age of Ultron.
Nice.
I think it's underrated. I think I think there's too much hate on it. I think it builds a lot of characters up. Introduces Scarlet Witch. The flashbacks are great. And I think Ultron is an underrated villain. I think he's definitely like a top 5 villain in the MCU.
It's definitely it's a popular movie to hate for sure. Yeah. I get what you mean. It definitely they if people have a chance to go off on it, they will. So.
Yep. But
should we all do our list, or should we go one at a time? 10.
Yeah. Here, Hobby, hit us with your top 5, and we'll just kind of take turns going over there real quick, and then
so
we'll
number 5,
wrap it up.
Thor Ragnarok. 4, Winter Soldier. 3, You Know Me. I love Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I think that's an incredible movie.
Got that Riz.
10 out of 10. Stone has that Riz. Number 2, Infinity War. Number 1, Endgame.
Yeah. All right, Ben.
So for me, at 5, and I only did this because I try to do it based off rewatchability, but when you're listing these top 5, I feel like they could go in any spot, for sure.
Yeah.
But I did have Endgame at 5.
Okay.
I thought it was definitely. I agree with you. It's probably the best finale I've ever seen. I mean, maybe close to Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Yeah. Oh wow, I love it.
That one's probably the best finale.
Yeah.
But Endgame might be a solid 2.
Yeah.
And then 4, I had Ragnarok because
classic.
I mean,
how can you not? Yeah.
The introduction of Korg is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Maybe arguably in the whole MCU.
He's great, man. No,
hey guys,
we love Korg. Yeah.
Korg's awesome.
And then for 3, I have Winter Soldier, the best standalone Marvel film.
100%. Yep. 100%.
Number 2, I had No Way Home.
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
Love No Way Home. Every single bit of it. All the Tom Holland development. Tobey Maguire being the old guy, and Andrew Garfield being like the insecure guy, and I loved that.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the jaded guy. He's still dealing with all the pain, and he's kind of changed. Yeah.
And I loved his redemption arc, of course.
Yes, yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I might have to move that up a little bit.
You convinced him.
And then number 1, I did have Infinity War. I mean, it's a tragedy, you know, and I feel like we don't get too many tragedies anymore.
The way it ended like that, it's very rare that we get blessed with an actual hard-hitting.
The villain won.
The villain wins story, and that's again, you know, and they can learn something of that. Good. It's funny how that one, because I have Infinity War number 1 too. It's funny how that one is one of the most highly regarded movies, and it's from the villain's viewpoint, and the villain wins. Something to be said about that. How much of a difference that makes. You know, big reason the movie works is because of Thanos.
Yeah. If only Sony would do that with their actual villains that they're making movies about.
Don't even get me started, man. Listen, Ben, are you telling me you're not all about Morbin time? Come on, come on.
I think they need to release it a 3rd time.
Oh, dude,
I'll go see it this time.
I love how. No, listen, we're gonna keep bullying them into re-releasing it and no one going, and that's my favorite hobby: bullying a studio into releasing a movie that no one wants to see, and then no one going. So good.
I want us to do it at least once a month.
Yes. Okay, and then I'll hit real quick with my 5. So I had Thor Ragnarok. I think that's it's hard to argue against that. No Way Home 4. Winter Soldier. I almost put at 1 because of how much I love that movie. To me, Winter Soldier is the most rewatchable one. Again, that's my opinion. Yep. I think it's the most rewatchable MCU movie because of how tight the story is. It's kind of small scale compared to everything else. It's kind of refreshing when you've had all these big MCU stories. So by far the most rewatchable one. Then you have Endgame, and then you have Infinity War at number 1. Kind of hard to go against those two, but.
I think Infinity War is almost everyone's 1 or 2, except Men's Health.
Except Men's Health. You never know what Men's Health's going to give you, man. They'll give you some good health tips, but they're not going to give you some good MCU rankings. That's for sure.
I feel worse.
Yeah, see? Well, that's how they get you. They sucker you in, so you have to buy their supplements or whatever they're selling there.
That's what it is.
Okay. Boys, beautiful episode. That was episode 3. We'll wrap it up here pretty quickly. We'll be back here next week. I know we're going to go over, have Javi's thoughts on Ant-Man, and then we'll
deep dive into the spoilers.
We're going to deep dive a little better, kind of break everything down to an extent. But appreciate you reaching out. Appreciate you guys watching. Please leave a like. Subscribe if you are down for more movie content. We deal with everything having to do movies, TV, so please feel free to hit that subscribe button along with the like button again.
Boys.
Thanks for watching. Oi!
Oi!